Hey, what's going on? Larry here, and I'm going to be doing a Ferrari tier list with some driving of Ferraris, essentially. So I'm gonna start first up with the F40. This is a slightly modified version. It's kind of like a competizione and a normal F. It's got like competizione parts as well as normal F40 parts. And I'm just gonna take it on a little drive around Sakuba since it's a track I'm very consistent at or with. So yeah, let's go. We're starting with the F40. Lower the sound on my display real quick. Also, actually, why am I not using my headphone to this? Yeah, this is going straight into my headphones. Nope. Yep, there we go. The state of AAA gaming. Alright, let me restart. Assetto Corsa, just to restart it. It should now play in my headphones. If not, fuck it, whatever. Oh, there we go. I'm gonna lower it down a bit. Lower it down even more, Jesus. So, the F40 is one of the I love how I said I was going to drive these in a set, of course, and I immediately fuck up on the first corner. So, boost? No, it does not. On the rest. Really not one of the easier cars to drive in all time. Run this in this view. It's on or off. Either way, it's one thing I will say is this is not an easy car to drive, but it is one of the funnest when you get it right. It's not the most comfortable Ferrari, or to some people it's not even the most beloved Ferrari. But it is still, to me, in my opinion, it's a Ferrari that I think is better than the F50. I know people like the drivetrain of the F50 more. I just think the F50 is straight up a better car. It just it feels so quick even though it's so old. Yeah, buddy. It's one of the last Ferraris I will say emanates that pure rawness of just being a sports car, not necessarily a sports car, but like a thoroughbred will kill you supercar. It's kind of like the same thing with like let's say like 90s to early 2000s superbikes. This is that sort of energy in car form. I forgot to think if it was even on the list, but still, this is kind of the benchmark of what I would call. Oh, yeah, no, I tried to show off a bit. Yeah. I'll see a replay of that. That was funny. And I'm not pushing it super hard, because it's not an easy car to drive by any means, just tons of turbo lag, as you can see. Also, my game looks like shit. Let me actually go into my configurator. Less of this, a little bit more of this. Yeah. I'm actually save that for now. But yeah, if you're not fucking up, like, let me see last lap. We'll slow it down. Like, if you're not fucking up, this car is genuinely a good hard drive. You can see a nice little slide out the last corner. If it's not here, because I know it's not, yeah, it's not here. But the F40 is what I believe a Ferrari should aspire to. And in that case, I'm going to start with what I believe to be a very underrated Ferrari. And I'll put this in B tier. If I can zoom in. Is it? Yeah, that is a 348. I want to just make sure. Yeah, 348. God, I'm blind. I'll do 125 on F11. F11. But yeah, in terms of like raw driving fun, I do have a where is it? It was literally just here. 3, 4. Okay. Weird. I legitimately remember driving a 348 on a Seto not too long ago. Where is it? 458, 360, 360. It should be here somewhere. Brands, Ferrari. Okay, countries, Italy. Maybe if I go through here, it's probably gonna. Where the fuck is my 348? Guys, is my PC haunted? Is it just completely gone? Oh, there we go. Oh my god, Jesus. God, whoever made this surface course, come on. Like, make it a little bit easier to see that it's a 348. I'm gonna drive it in, obviously, Brussels Corsa. This one is a convertible, but who cares? I'm gonna actually drive it. And based on how it drives in a Seto, as well as a few real life things, I'm gonna rank it on this tier list. Do that. I can just run this through here, over here, and now right in my face is now where my mic lives. Just move other things out way. Put that right there, ow. And now, hopefully you can hear me, or I'm speaking. So yeah, the 348. Let me actually up the volume on this. People actually want to hear this. Pure. There we go, let's see, 13. Casually sliding for hundreds of feet for no reason. What I will say is I like the coupe more. I'm gonna see if I can actually do something with it. Really wish. Alright. Perfect. A little bit of heel and toe into the first corner. Some exit oversteer. So what makes the 348 a very underappreciated car is the fact that it just got it's kind of like, it kind of suffers the same fate as, like, I would say the F8 Tributo, if that's on the list. Wherein, like, it had too much competition at the time of release, and you know, the NSX dropped, the GMC Cyclone was faster to 60 than it, and it just really hurt the sales of this. A lot of Ferrari people say that this is the worst Ferrari of all time. I think that the bar is a lot lower. Oh fuck, understeer, Jesus. I should not be talking and driving. But yeah, a lot of Ferrari people say that, you know, this is the worst car. I think, honestly, it gets a bad rap. I think it's better looking than the 360. And if this, you know, had all the drivetrain stuff, all the good stuff from the 360 that they updated to make, you know, finally a really good, you know, Ferrari that could possibly be dailied. Well, not really daily, but like, it'll be a dependable weekend car. I'll just go here instead. You know, all the good stuff to make this a good Ferrari. This would have been a car. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Nice. Wonderful. Incredible. This would have been a car that I think a lot of people would appreciate a lot more now. They're still relatively cheap. You can find them. Don't understeer like last time. Let's switch the track to Fiorana after this. But yeah, what this lacked, the 355 definitely made up for, and I think mind you, I think it has the looks, and I think definitely styling-wise, it's better than the F430. Well, not the F430, the 355, the car that comes after it. But it still does not beat the washed allegations, if you will. Oh, yep, it's a decent snap. Yep, there we go. So yeah, I think this goes into, oh wow, 107. Jesus, that's actually 108. That's definitely not a bad time. That's actually a pretty good time. I think the 308 goes into B tier. Oh, this is a 360. If I remember correctly. Isn't that supposed to be like the best Ferraris of? Why is, you know what? Never mind. I'm not even gonna question it. 360. Let me go back because I have one of these on a Seto. So 360. Where is it? Friends, Ferrari. Yeah, it wasn't here beforehand, but now it's here, which is so stupid. Oh, why is it under that brand? Why? It's not under here, which is traffic cars. You know what? I'm not even gonna question it or judge. I think this is definitely an underappreciated car, though. I will have to edit the opening car tab because it has the wrong badge. What fucking badge is this, man? Come on. Yeah, where's the Ferrari badge? There we go. Okay, boom. Thank God. It should now be in, yep, Ferrari 348 Spider. Browns, Ferrari, NR Workshop, Ferrari 348 Spider. Yep. I'll just make his brand the Ferrari 348. Just separate them for the rest. Next up is the 360. There we go. And I'll all have them painted in this color. Even though Rosso, Corsa, Scuderia, they're all nice. I like my Ferraris in different colors. Then red. I think a red Ferrari is kind of like a green Lamborghini. Like a Gallo or like a Verde Ithaca Lamborghini. It's kind of overplayed. But yeah, the 360, don't mind the interior, it's brown because it's a meme. Not because I actually like tan interiors. Shh. Comes after the 355, the whole light V8 semi entry level Ferrari series of cars. And I think, honestly, in my opinion, oh, yeah, might as well spin out. yeah, in my opinion, the 360, it's kind of one of those cars that I think aged the worst because it was in that weird design phase of like melted cheese. Like it looks like an unrefined F430. Essentially, that's the best way I could. Who designed the F430 again? I think Frank Stevenson. His YouTube channel is great if you want to talk about the designs of cars. But again, I think the 360 is a great car. Oh, yeah, of course. Yes, I still think, in terms of overall feel, the next car in the list is the one I like the most. Nice little slide. Just drive across the grass. Why don't you? Not the best sounding in the Seto. Like it kind of sounds a bit eh. But we're not beating the understeer allegations. Video game smoke from like the early 2000s. Oh, lovely little snap. These cars are not easy to drive, in my opinion. They're easier than people think, but not like. I would definitely say that the earlier Ferraris are not super easy to drive or get right, but I think I will put this above. Yeah, we were slower, but I think we had more laps in the 348, so I'm going to put this into A. Next up is the 456. I don't think there is a mod for the 456, but if there is, I'm going to look for it, and I'll be right back. Okay, next up being the 456 GT. Hopefully this is a manual car. If not, I'm gonna rate it like a 0 out of 10. And it looks to be a manual, hopefully, please. For the love of everything that's holy. Let me change up the sky real quick. Boom, clouds. A little bit darker, but I don't want to be like too crazy with this. Yeah, there we go. Where the hell is my force feedback? Jesus. Okay. Are we? Oh, thank God. Not the greatest 3D model, but it's not bad. It's a barge. Oh, this thing is such a barge. Oh, yeah. Okay. I would not expect this thing to be so snappy. Car's good. Yo, ooh, so much oversteer. I don't know if we're on. What tires are we on? Over tires, they're not enough. It's fun, but it feels kind of bargy. What I will say is this is probably the cheapest way to get a V12 Ferrari. Not the best way, but yep. It's the wrong way round. But I will say this is very good looking. At least for its time. This would have came out in like 92. This is a manual. A little bit of oversteer. Brakes are not good. I mean, I'm not expecting anything crazy. Also, the tires are also not good. You can just oversteer at like any speed. I don't know, maybe a fault of the mod. But a bad driver blames his tools. Also using the wrong smoke right now. One thing I will say, it does look like a Ford Probe, but it looks like a very, like, I don't know, I wouldn't know how to describe it. It looks good, but it's definitely not beating the Ford Probe allegations. Yeah, throw this into second. One thing I will say, it is a 4-seater, which is very nice. And I think its looks have aged quite nicely. It's just that it looks quite Ford Probe-ish. Alright, I've had enough of this car. Let me see if it's on slicks. If it's on slicks, then it's cooked for this car. Oh, streets. Oh, it's on street tires. No wonder. I was handling like dog shit. Alright. I'm gonna just paint it in the spec that I like, and then call it a day for this car. We'll go on to the next one. Or not, you know, content manager can just crash. That's fine. Finally, oh my god. Oh, yeah. As I suspected, can't paint it. Wonderful, wonderful car mod. Incredible. Amazing. Hands up for this dude. Such a great modder. Simply unbeaten in his talents. Fucking hell. Alright. Also, 1,800 kilograms is crazy. Especially for a car from the early 90s. That is huge. That is barge weight. 456 C tier. Next up, this is the... let me grab. Because there's a few cars I'm going to have to grab. Is that a 550 or 575? I think there's a mod for the 575, but not the 550. And there is a mod for the 612, but someone's charging way too much money for it, so nope. Next up, 458. And y'all should already know where this car's going. I use the normal 458. I'll make my own spec. Dun 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 dun. A lot of people don't really like this kind of spec TC. Yep, that's me. I think I'm gonna do like a gray roof, maybe a black roof. Maybe color the roof the same color, or can't really do like a carbon roof. Yeah, no, it'll just be red. So I'll just do 2C. Yep, that's me. Another one, another 2 colored. And then, is there anything else? Stitches, those are gonna be white. Always use white stitching. As the great Nico Bellic once said, white, well, yellow car, but you know what? That's neither here nor there. I'm not gonna change the plate. We're just gonna make that like a goofy tan. Yep. How good is this? The numbers spell 458. That's actually, I did not plan that. FCA 458. I'm gonna have to save that. I'm gonna save that color somewhere. FCA 458. Yeah, save. Bookmark added. FCA 458. Interior. Make sure I save that somewhere. Yeah. No. I'll just do this. Yep, that's me. Bright House interior. Yep. Alright, 458 time. Down at Fiorano. So the 458, what is there to say about this car? It's literally, in many people's opinion, the best car Ferrari's ever made. These past, like, decades. I'd say the best V8 car, at least. You know, I'm not really too fussed about the aesthetics. It's still probably one of the easiest Ferraris I've ever driven. It's just that good. Oh, I didn't think it would look so brown upon further inspection. The interior is definitely not beating the brown allegations. Yeah, look. In every other Ferrari, I've missed those handful of corners. In this, it's like so easy in this car, and we're actually doing very good speed. We're faster than the F430 in a straight line. I think we're decent through the corners. I gotta say we're amazing, but we're good enough. And the car is fast enough in a straight line not to have to deal with these issues. Like, it's literally everyone's favorite sort of budget. I say budget Ferrari. These are still super expensive. Like, a bad 458 is still like 140 grand. Like, that's one that's gonna need work. It's like $140,000. Oh, yep. Cannot beat the cannot drive allegations. Luckily, I don't have a license. Like, it's so fun. I think that's what a lot of cars, especially, I would say like the 1980s to 2010s, like the mid 2010s, is where cars were really at their best. And ever since then, they've been chasing that stardom, that illustrious dream ever since. Oh, very much outbreak this. We are not beating the license list allocations. Like, it's not the easiest Ferrari to slide, but it'll do it. Like, this car is one of the rare cars on Seto that was so good that they gave it an upgrade that was just suspension. It wasn't horsepower, it was just suspension. Even though I think the Step 3 version in a Seto Corsa could have used a little bit more work, especially with the steering angle. Yeah, we are definitely getting banned from driving after this. Yeah, it's probably my favorite so far in the tier list. And I think it's never going to really get much better than this in terms of V8 cars. Might as well do some. Yeah, I would like column paddles, but out of 10, I think this car is definitely getting the S tier treatment. It's the best Ferrari I've driven so far. Too bad we didn't get an F430. I think at least the mod for this game, the F430, is such a good driving car. It is literally my favorite. Yeah, where's my tier list? Jesus Christ. Alright, 458. S tier. No question about it. Ooh, 550. I'll lump the two together. 550, 575. There should be a mod. I'll do the 575 and manual, because it's always good to have a manual. Too bad I cannot find it anywhere. There's only this version, which is God, that shit is terrible. Oh my god, just give us the car we want. Even though I do think these car mods do look nice. Alla Galleria. Actually, you know what? Nope. 575M view post. Please tell me this is manual. Please be manual. Please be manual. I know I'm one of the rare people who actually defend automatics from this time, but since I have the shifter, I much prefer actually using it for some of these cars. I'll wait and see, but I doubt it. Yeah, it's a 575. Gallery 10 pictures. Then it should say if it is a manual or not. And is it beating the manual the allegations? Why does it do that? I just want to see if it's a fucking manual or not. Fuck. Why? Just use a brighter interior, man. You know, fuck it. I'll figure it out myself. One of the most annoying. It's a very good looking car mod, but holy shit, man. Just say if it's a manual. Oh, it found 3, so I'm guessing there's a auto and a manual. I'll be driving the manual for this. Okay. Okay. I guess it didn't download? Sure, whatever. Clearly, one of the Assetto Corsa. What do you mean? Oh, what the fuck, son? What the actual fuck? Yes! Oh my god. That might actually be the most annoying. Oh, wow, okay. Oh, okay. Man, way to disappoint, Jesus. There we go. Holy fucking shit, man. Where is it? Friends. Ferrari. Yeah, I'm getting very annoyed quite quickly. 575 Marino. No, it's the fucking F1 gearbox, man. All I wanted was I wanted the other one. Where the hell did it go? Where did it go? What have you done? Yeah, it's only the F1 gearbox, man. Man. I think out of all of the auto gearboxes from this period, I think the F1 shift gearbox is the worst. And that's saying something because Cambio Corsa exists. Oh my god. Lack of traction, I guess. No traction plus less steering angle than you think equals not a nice driving experience. I mean, it's fun, but it's not really Whatever. Shouldn't be pushing all out though. You know what this feel? This feels like the F430 with the auto gearbox. That's exactly like they got the. Like this is pre PDK, like even pre like first DSG. Oh god, yeah. It just, it's like once you get a little bit of oversteer, it's over. Might as well toss the entire car in the bin. I'm not saying that the car itself is bad. I think the 599 actually aged quite well, especially considering all of the designs from this time period. Let me actually, oh fuck this, yep, there we go. Yep, fully braking there. And nothing new. But yeah, a lot of people say this is the golden age of, like the last of the greats of Ferrari. I think if this was the 550 where a significant portion of them were manual, I think that would be fine, but I think in this implementation of the car, I think the auto is more of a, I wouldn't say a letdown because there were other single clutches at the time, but the difference between, you know, this and like E-gear is E-gear might absolutely obliterate your clutch, but it's faster and it also made the experience a lot cooler because you would get thrown back and forth in your seat, kind of similar to this, but it's more of an abrupt like whereas E-gear is kind of, especially in the cars that it's in, because Lamborghini only made 2 cars at the time. They only made the Gallardo and the Murcielago. I know I'm making a Ferrari list comparing them with their competitors, but I think in terms of Ferraris themselves, I think the 575 and 550 are both nice, but I'd like for these both to have manuals, but I don't miss manuals. I just think this automatic is absolutely dead, along with the brakes. Holy shit. Yeah. I don't know if it's the mod itself, because it is a pretty old mod, actually. Like, this is from, like, a few years ago. But yeah, 550/575 is going into B tier above the 458. No, not the 458, the 348. There we go. 599. I only have the GTO version of the 599, but that will suffice for now. And I'll run it at a bit of a later time. Scattered clouds. Excuse me. Haven't played War Thunder in a while. Great game, that game. Finally, one of the later Ferraris. In my opinion, one of the GOATs. I'll actually do this track. Oh. It's snappy, but you know what? Like, this is, I would say, this car right here. The gearbox is significantly faster. Would this be accurate to where it was back then? Because this car would have been still like 20. This would have been right around when the 458 was coming out. Like 2009, 2010. Like, I would say that's the modern golden age for cars. Still not a very easy car to drive. I think the later V12 GT cars are not easy cars. There we go. Having a decent, sort of decent one. Just gotta stop. But yeah, this is one of my personal favorites. Minus the obvious almost dying, but you know, almost dying is still akin to dying. Yeah, the brakes are very good. I wouldn't know how this would compare to like a normal 599, but this thing is just, it's one of my favorites. Yeah, I think in terms of like actual driving experience, this is so much fun. It's also a great looking car too. Don't mind the weird spec. This is what I would color all my Ferraris if I could, if I had Ferraris. But yeah, this 599, especially if it's a GTO, S tier, right next to the 458. 612. There is a mod for it. It's way too expensive. I'll put this in C tier, behind the 456. What car is this? That is an 812. Okay, next up on the list is the 812. That is a car I do have. 812 GTS in the preferred spec. Alright, let's get it. Alright, boom. Of course. Oh, there we go. This is not beating the tire roasting allegations, but yo, it is so fast. We are already faster And like the 360 with a rolling start down the street, a 360 would do like 130, 140. We were already up to that speed by the time we got to the first corner from a standing start, which I think is insane. I mean, with a bit of a run up, but you know, still, that is quite insane. Considering the F430 would have been at like, yeah, I see how they crashed it on the bridge a few years ago. Yeah, no, scrap the slab. Ow, fuck. I am quite tired though. Toss it into the funnel. One thing I will say is this has no okay, why is the dust black? Oh. I'm gonna restart that lamp after fixing a few settings. Nope, not what I wanted. Okay, thank you. Thank you, come again. New smoke and dusk. Oh, so I turned it off, apparently. Wow, wonderful, incredible. Cancel, fuck. Not what I wanted, but you know what, fuck it, whatever, we here. Okay, we ball. Yeah, this thing, you know, it's nothing more than to simply roast its tires, and I think beyond the point of like 700 horsepower, these cars, especially the GT cars, quote unquote, become too much. I think the 599 or like the 599 GTO was the sweet spot that I think the car really needed, but I think it could put down, like the F12 could put down that horsepower. I just think that the A12 is just a bit much in comparison. But yeah, it is beating it's beating the super slow allegations. This thing is certainly super fast. Yeah, I had to insert one of those jokes in, but stopping. Almost. We almost got it stopped. Like, I think this car with like 100 horsepower less would be insane. It would be perfect, essentially. I know it sounds stupid. Like, why would you have 100 horsepower less? Oh. Ooh. Downshifts were crazy on that. I think this car's really missing the tossability of like what Ferrari needs is a very lightweight California, essentially, in my opinion, like a Roma, but subtract like 500 pounds and then make it like actually good. When you show off. But I think in general, this car it's pretty fun. I think it's a bit too much for me, but it is very fun. Yeah, we just completely lost the back end, and You spin me right round, baby, right round like a record, baby. Right round, round, round. Yeah, this is going into the A tier. I think, probably S tier. S tier below the 599 and the 458. I think it's too much car. Oh, what is that? What is that? Alright, next up is the Ferrari California. Oh, great. Okay, so which version of the California is this? Because the only one that's available right now is the T. I think this is this is the original naturally aspirated California. And in that case, I'll put it at C tier above the 456 and the 612. I think it's a great value for money car. Too bad we can't drive that in the Seto. But yeah, that's where I'd put it. Oh, F12. Perfect. Do we have a mod? I think we do have a mod of the F12. F12 Berlinetta. Perfect. Fun and true story. I saw an F12 where I live, like not too far from here, actually in New York. No, downtown Brooklyn, just walking by. Boom, F12. Perfect plate as well. I can't say what the plate is because that would expose the owner, but it says F12 on it. But yeah, this car, I'm gonna drive it real quick. It's a similar driving experience to the 812 super fast, maybe like a bit less hardcore. I say less hardcore, it's still like a 700 horsepower Ferrari. This might actually... I did not expect that. It's actually... I don't know, we did have traction control on, so we might have had a better launch. But yeah, we have like an interesting orange dash. I don't know why I did this. I think we should have gone with like a dash that matches the exterior color. But yeah, in terms of power, I find this... also real quick, just in case that it was on, because sometimes my handbrake does like to stick. It's like one of those cheap eBay handbrakes. But yeah, this car is a certified missile, especially when it came out. This thing, oh god, why do I open my big mouth? Not having a good time. Like you see there, I can slide it, no problem. Not an issue. Slow speed corners, good luck. Like too much curve, but you get what I mean. I think this car, in terms of a driving experience, it's better than the 812. Really quick as well. Like, you're not missing the 100 horsepower more that you're getting in the 812 because they weigh like the same amount. Extra bonus, JM owns one of these. Very awesome car reviewer. This car, it's almost 10 years old now. Like, 10 years old, 10 years on from its original sale, it's still fire. Braking. Wherever you are, Brooklyn man that owns the F12. For one of the reasons. Oh, Jesus. Definitely not beating the non-driver allegations. But yeah, this is definitely one of the cars that I do appreciate because I've actually seen it in real life. But yeah, I think with some work to my driving, Jesus Christ, we cannot drive for the life of me. I do want to see that sequence of corners because we did drift that, which actually made me kind of happy. Yeah, that was nice. That's what I will say. I'm gonna go back to the replay as well, though. Nope, not here. Fuck that. No photo mode. Look out of here. I want to see this in another perspective. Like, that is what I want from a Ferrari. Just a bit crazy, not too much. I think that's why this, and because I've actually seen it IRL, S tier, top of S tier. This is the 355. I'm not going to drive this one because it's basically like a better 348. But I like the looks of the 348 more. I'll put this in A tier. Let's see, what else? Oh, damn, is there the F8 Tributo? I might have to look that one up, but, how long is this video? Oh, it's an hour already. Wonderful. It's already an hour. 4:30. I'm gonna do these as quickly as possible. Get these out of the way. Because I think these are great cars, but I don't want them taking so much time up. Oh, where did I put the F430? Yep, there we go. Manual, boom, boom. Alright, F430. Oh my god. I hate that I have to change my traction control with the press of 2 keys. It's the most annoying thing. Oh, yep, of course. I sent it a little too hard. But this is basically the 458 of my dreams. 1, manual. 2, a little less horsepower. 3, it's so satisfying to drive. It's not that fast, but it's still fast enough. We're still like it's oversteer. We're going to the handling version of the circuit. Like, look at this. It's actually perfect. Like, I love it. zero complaints about this car. The way it drives. The way it looks, it's just perfection. I've seen this car as well before a few times, you know, knocking around Brooklyn. I think if these had gone down in price more, these would be such an amazing buy. Like, look at how fun this thing is to drive. I'm sliding it all over the place. It's so good I can grenade the engine. That is just, it's perfect. Like, look at this. Even though I fucked this up. Like, I can pick out several times from the lap that I was just having fun. Like, we are drifting a Ferrari. And look, transition. I'm like, it's a little on purpose driving it harder than it should be, but I think its merits as a Ferrari is just perfection. One thing I will say is the sound is not to my liking. But beyond that, I think it's a very good car. Completely not facing me. Wow, incredible. Amazing job, Jude. But yeah, the 458, no, not the 458, but the 430. Look at this. Nice little four-wheel drift almost. Like, this car is just, it's comfy perfection. I want to see where this takes me. This takes us to, of course, the skid pad. I think this is definitely a car you slide with momentum. Like, in terms of a car that you can just have fun with, you cannot tell me there is nothing better than this car right now. We are legitimately just drifting it. Like, this car feels like an implement, like a tool in my hands. I'm just gonna put it into this camera for now. A little bit of braking, and really just, quick snap. And then once we get it to that angle, it's just so much fun. Yeah, there's our quickest lap is in this thing, and we were just drifting about Definitely. What's 107? Yeah, definitely an S tier. I'm gonna put it above these in terms of driving. Like, this is the car I want out of all these cars. It's the car that I truly want. F50. Looks like a piece of melted cheese. It's very cool though. I have two versions of this car. This thing's is crazy. It's not my cup of tea when it comes to driving the super hardcore cars. Like hardcore, like track day specials, racing stuff. Yeah, it's not my cup of tea. I mean, it can be driven, and you can drive them quite well. I'm not one of those people though. There was another F50 mod that was very good, but I forgot who made it. But yeah, I grabbed this F50 along with the 458, so I'm not really expecting that much. Wow, honestly looks quite good. Where's our force feedback though? Game, where's the force feed? Oh, there we go. It's quite jittery. Oh. What do you mean there's no ABS? I'm 90% sure this car came with ABS from the factory, but okay. Yeah, oh, this is gonna be, in terms of a car mod for Assetto, one thing I will say is I do like the aged carbon. It is quite nice. However, I know some people don't like the way the ABS feels in Assetto, but yeah. It is certainly quirky, but if I could find that other one, if I could find that other F50 mod, I think that would be... Oh, yep, lock up. I'm not even pressing the brake that hard, mind you. Yeah, we're locking up, and I don't even think I'm putting that much pressure into braking. I'm gonna let y'all see my pedals. Just a little bit of steering. A nice little slide. Yep. Like, as soon as it catches grip, it's impossible. But what I will say is, I'm definitely not giving up on this car. In terms of a mod, this mod could just not be the one that you're looking for. In my opinion, was I always an F50 fan? I think I was kind of. My opinion's always been torn on this car. Like, on one hand, it's so cool, but at the same time, I just, like, in my opinion, I would just take the drivetrain from this and then put them in F40, if that makes sense. Because out of all of the Ferrari Halo cars, I dislike this one the most. I think it's primarily because of the looks. Yeah, like, we just completely locked up. Not that much braking. Ooh, very nice. I was about to say very nice slide, but like, I think the braking on this, not great. But, yep. Yep. Just like 50% brake, it's too little. 60% you're locking up. It's just very annoying. At least with like race cars or other cars that have more like rolling resistance and inertia, the brakes lock up less. We've done the same mistake. I'll say as a Ferrari, very highly rated by other people. It's not my cup of tea, but I'll put it in lower S behind these two. F8 Tributor. I know for a fact that someone has a mod for this. Tributo mod. Assetto Corsa. I mean, wow, that's very nice. How about you, I mean, it would be very nice if you, actually... AC skins, of course. You know, no car mods, just the skin, man. Wonderful. Very cool. Who cares? 0 pounds. Yep. It actually looks quite good. That's what I will say. 0. I want this. I'm gonna unpause. Just gonna wait for this to download. Yep, there we go. It's done. Yeah, I'm doing this essentially in real time. And it's a little goofy, but I like unedited, like raw vid, much rather than, toy to toy to toy, jump cuts everywhere, only had a few, but I'm gonna have to go back and then go forward. Oh, I guess it's not here. If 8. I guess it's gone. Womp womp. Of course, it's always got to be some dude's own shit. For real, I swear, man. People who make mods, why do you make them so hard to find? Especially when it comes to like a mod that's pretty decently rated, as I saw. Literally just downloaded it, and it's not here. So, which means I'm gonna have to do this, click this, open, yes, oh my god. Jesus. Definitely one of the most annoying things of all time. When they don't. Yep, there we go. MMW Ferrari F8 Tributo. F1, F430, F5, F8 Tributo. There we go. Oh, it only took us 20 million centuries, and now let's see if we can. Yep, of course we can paint it. we of course, man. Bet you thought. Oh, God. Yo, I'm fucking tired. Alright, F8 Tributo. Let's give it a whirl. Very quiet sounding. definitely giving me that. Ooh. Approaching this one a bit carefully, man. Definitely seems planted though. Like it's definitely one of those. Oh wow. Okay. Yo, it is crazy fast on a straight line. I think I'm out of broke my brake pedal. It's working fine. It's hurt a little snap, that's all. I mean, it's alright. Not really my cup of tea when it comes to sound. I'll drive this in the exterior view for a little bit. Yeah, we kind of went off here and then lost a ton of grip. Yeah, it'll just like over bumps, it just like spins the wheels a bit much. But yeah, like over the bumps you can just see the revs climb. I think in terms of looks, this is one of my favorites, but I think if you gave this the engine from like a 458, like a 458 Speziale, for example, that it would be so nice. But I think the turbo V8 cars from Ferrari are kind of, I don't know, they're kind of a mixed bag. On one hand, you get like a lot more power. Because with the 458, a lot of people say, wow, that's kind of underpowered. And it's not really one of those people. And of course, it was coming from people who had like twin turbo Lambos or stuff like that. But I think, in my opinion, the F8 does not get the love it deserves. As a Ferrari, I don't know. Probably a solid A tier. Solid A tier. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna go for. Did we? No, we did. Fuck. Oh, shit. Tier maker, what the fuck? Did we even save that? No, we did not. Oh, that's the wrong one. Okay, it did save. Almost lost this vid. Below the 4. Below, after the 355, below the 430. I mean, the 360. I think this 360 is still a good enough car to be up there. It's like a great value car. Portofino, D. I don't even need to drive this. Oh, wait, no, that's not a Portofino. Am I bugging? That is, oh my god, too much. Back it up. That is a FF, which I think there is a mod for. Yeah, I think I'm saying that. It does pick out. Well, maybe it's a quirk of my lip shape, but yeah, today's just one of those bad days, I suppose. Yep, just waiting for this to load. I think this video was a mistake. Great. Close, yeah. How far are we into this? Almost 2 hours. Great. Incredible. Wonderful. Absolutely tantalizing. Certified wonderful. Alright, boom. Is it done? Yes, open it. Jesus Christ. It's like my PC hates me or something. Oh god, I'm about this close to giving up on this. And of course it's not going to show up, so there we go. I'm guessing it's because we got full charge, that's why. Alright. Time to fuck things up. Alright. I've gotten even tired of painting these cars into my spec. Also, the fucking driving position is completely wrong. Auto position, save. Actually I might want to move back a bit. Yep, save. We even have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. How lovely. That's actually I'll consider that a bonus. Why did it do that? Come on, game. Fun fact, now we're rear-wheel drive. Now we're four-wheel drive. Or all-wheel drive. Like, I think as a car from Ferrari, this was kind of crazy. One thing I will say is the front gearbox thing. Yeah, that's gotta go. Yeah. So, fun fact about this car. It has 2 gearboxes. One in the front and one in the rear. So yeah, they wanted to keep the hood line of this car low. So they said, let's put another gearbox in instead of, giving this car four-wheel drive the normal way, the Aki way, if you will. And Ferrari were like, yes, of course, this would be the perfect thing to do. It'll make our car look good. It came out looking looking like this, and of course the roofline was nice. And having a huge V12 and all-wheel drive is something to be very proud of. You know, Lamborghini did it first, but it was still a very good accomplishment in terms of engineering. However, if that front gearbox breaks, that's a solid 10 grand gone. You might as well just take the thing out and then keep it rear-wheel drive. Honestly, I will say it's fun, but up until a point. I want to see if I can. Oh, this car just doesn't have the torque to do it. But I wonder. Nope, understeer. It's just constant understeer. Come on, give me a little bit of rear torque or instability. Something, man. Like, I'm pulling the handbrake, it's doing nothing. I'm waiting for the rear end to just kick out suddenly. It should be spinning the rear wheels in fifth, right? But it's not. It's just constant understeer. This is what we call pain. Yeah, this is what we call pain, gang. Also, it's supposed to be rear-wheel drive in fifth gear. And yet, the rear is not spinning. The rear is not giving. I'm guessing it's a bit hard to, model that, but what I will say is from, the rear 3/4 is so nice for this car. But as soon as you look at the front, you think, wow, they really fucked this shit up. In my opinion, I think the grille is terrible. It's not my cup of tea. It's too big, and it's too shiny. Great looking car from the back, though. Kind of like some people. Don't tell me I closed it again. What the fuck, man? Why does it keep doing that? Toolmaker Ferrari. Yep. Please disable your ad blocker. Shut the fuck up. Right. Where is it? Oh wait, did we? Oh yeah, I'm gonna put this in C tier. Yeah, after the 612, because at least the 612, as big and goofy as it looks, it's still very nice to drive. FXXK. There was a very good mod for this, but I can't find it anywhere. I'm gonna put this in S above the F50 and the 812. Actually, yeah, the thing is, it's not road legal, but I think I would put it there if I did have one. Ferrari, we all know where this is going. Yeah, Hastir. The FXX, I normally tend to do this. Road cars always go higher than non-road legal counterparts. I'm gonna put this right here. SP1. Daytona SP. No, it's not technically a Daytona. The SP1, the Monza. It's an alright car. I think it's kind of just this with like a little bit of pizzazz. I'll put it at the bottom of S. Testarossa, very good looking car. The only thing is maintenance nightmare. I'd put it in B, but actually no, I want to take this because I do like the look of this car a lot more than some of these. Yeah, I'm not gonna drive the rest of these. Oh, oof. the one Enzo mod I have drives absolutely garbage, but I will say I like the Enzo more than the F50. I think I like the SP2 way more than the Enzo. Let's see what else is left. Portofino. Yeah, it is another Portofino. And then the 488 GTV, the final car. I'll drive that. Just a normal 488. I think it was a step in the weird direction for Ferrari because it was turbocharged, but I think it came out at the right time though. And of course, now looking for it, we cannot find a 488 GTV. I'm too lazy to paint it, so yeah, boom, boom. I'm tired. As you can see, 488 in the thumbnail, or not in the thumbnail, but rather. Yeah, not my favorite sounding car. Kind of sounds a bit very quick in a straight line, though. This thing's a missile. Like even though we're down like a 200 horsepower on the big V12 stuff, but I think still this car is a missile. Another thing is the oversteer, something I really like as well. But I think in general the 488 does not get the love the 458 gets. And I think this is just a updated 458 with a slightly not favorable engine. Because nobody likes turbocharging. At the end of the day, you kind of gotta do what you gotta do to survive as a company. The only thing is I hate how companies got, especially Ferrari, they got really fucked by the emissions. They could have just made the 458 for the rest of the time. I think that would have been fine. They would have been completely safe had they just kept dropping the 458. Because like, who's driving a Ferrari because it's turbocharged and it's like slightly better for the environment? No, fuck out of here, man. We're driving because it's fast. Wow, perfection. I think I actually like. I'm gonna say it now. Yeah, I like the 488 more than the 458 in terms of driving, at least for Assetto Corsa. Would I put it above it though? No. Boom. I think this car is legendary enough to be up here, but the F430 is the car I would, if I had to take one home, I think the F430 would be perfect. It's a simple car. It's new enough where everyone's still like, oh, he's got a Ferrari. That's very cool. And you know, you can get little stuff like Apple CarPlay, stuff like that for it. I don't think it came with the display when it came out, but I think like maybe later models had one, kind of like the California. But yeah, I think this would be my tier list. Let me just back it up. Boop, 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 boop. I think stylistically, where is it? Yeah, no. Why did I put the Testarossa in B tier? It's going into A. But after all of these cars. Yeah, I think that would be my tier list out of all of these cars. Take care. Have a wonderful night.